Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Lots to get to. Let's start in SoFi Stadium. The Chargers at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's the veteran Aaron Rodgers. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. The Steelers have little problem here. They run away with a dominant win. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they play host to the LA Rams. And this is Brandon Ayuk. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Niners win their second straight as they get the victory here. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos taking on the Raiders. And this is J.K. Dobbins. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Broncos are playing well. They move to 7-3 with the victory. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. On the visitors' sideline, there's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. These guys took full advantage, he said, of the late season bye. They are rested, ready for the stretch run to close out the regular season. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Here's Chris Boswell to get things started. And we are underway from the Steel City. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today. But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against his pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshi Vaz. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Review the play. The ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here we go, here we go. Right in.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter when you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that it's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And he's building his case for MVP consideration with each passing week. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Oh, he fakes the spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
At the 20-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he fires one incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shamar Stewart in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spend more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Here is 3rd down and 4. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. He's got his tight end fire move right side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Gain of 6.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. Completes it to Austin. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Running left, it's Warren. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
To throw is Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. This will complete to Yoshibas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through it and drops him for an 8-yard loss. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
180.
Back to throw here. Able to find Higgins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him. The Steelers' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's in the midst of an MVP-caliber season. The NFL's leader in passing yards, as he's up over 3,000 now on the year. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And a short pickup here as they're going to cross the 10 to the 11-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And I'll tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 4.
Brings up second and
Now
4.
Rodgers.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Rodgers. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7.
They go to Johnson again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Johnson on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action. Rodgers. That's complete. Right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A quick throw, but incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pop the football.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Gun.
Here's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. They begin the drive with Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it down to 47 here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 47-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Gets this inside the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On play action, now Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Given 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
3rd and 6.
Stop.
Now Burrow. And that's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from them. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And take it right on the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Rodgers now to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle, Johnson. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. The offense on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80. Right, 80.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 3rd and 4.
Stop. Right, 80.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And the Steelers first down.
Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Rodgers. Off play action. That'll be caught left side by Woods. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Rodgers will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's complete once again, it's Gesicki. And he's down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Burrow throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A 3-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to 25 there.
That's good for a Bengals.
Here we go.
First down.
And Burrow going to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins.
Hey, we're good.
2nd down and 4.
To number 5, T. Higgins. A 6-yard pickup brings up.
They'll look to throw again. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, a field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now Rodgers. Airing it out deep for Woods. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. And this is Taj Washington. He's going to find an opening, and he's off to the races. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. The Dolphins are back to within a game of 500. They move to 5-6 with the win. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the New York Jets. And it's a guy who made big strides in his rookie season, Drake May. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Pats had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And check it out, it's DeAndre Swift. 54 yards to the house. The Bears have the lead in a game where both teams come in on losing streaks, so someone's got to get out of here with a victory. A final look now at the rest of the scores from week number 11, with Indianapolis and New Orleans enjoying the week off. In the game you're watching, both teams making a strong case in this one, a 2-point differential at the break. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Steeler offense here about ready for the next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year.
Here we go, here we go.
An inside give, Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
The Bengals field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is pay off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 98 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hand off for Warren.
And he stopped immediately there. And now they're in the hurry-up.
The tackle by Logan Wilson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Warren will try the right side.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
13 more yards. And the Steelers first down.
Now Rodgers. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Jalen Warren
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
and the Steelers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Here we go.
On the option left, it's Burrow. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of touchdown play. We're going to get a timeout here. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This one complete to Yoshibas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. From the gun, a give to Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's into space past the 25. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. John Smith taking it in. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. For the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at the 20.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They'll run it. Warren. He gets away from 1. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. You can start stringing some runs together like this. You'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Rodgers now to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They go to Johnson again. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The 71 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Here we go, here we go.
From midfield now, Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
Gun. Cut. 180. 180.
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Bengals.
Here we go.
First down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Again, it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. The Bengals on third down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 27.
Burrow looking to pass. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Steelers' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's second and 6.
Here we go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
First and 10
at the 12-yard line.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Burrow will throw. This will be caught by Brown. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be facing forcing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Hey, can.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
McPherson's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out. I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless, too.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
On the run, it's Warren.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort.
319.
To throw is Rodgers.
Out to the front here for Johnson.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
358.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Rodgers.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Johnson running right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
319.
Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's one. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers will add to their 4th quarter lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the...
They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 9. 2:07 remaining. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibas.
Hey, we're good.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
180.
Here's Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Here we go.
They're going to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bengals.
Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Now Burrow changing things up here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33.
First down.
To throw, Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Stop. 180. Stop.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
This crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Burrow. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This to get it back to a one-score game.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll move them back within 6 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner, because the defense, hey, we didn't give up the touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This is 2nd and 8.
Rodgers throwing here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now the Steelers are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Boswell's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Pittsburgh, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Representing the legendary Al Davis and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visiting sideline, head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. His side taking full advantage of their bye week to rest and recover. Running the show across the field, that's Raiders head coach Pete Carroll. His guys know... Glad to have you with us for this one, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call. It's Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey with the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive now today.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. First carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
At the 42-yard
Shotgun snap to Smith. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. First down now, ball at the 33.
And the Raider first down.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Complete to
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 25.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd.
Motion to receiver left. Looking here to the motion man. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal.
Las Vegas.
So in lead, they'll give it to Genty. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. He gets it again. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it'll be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Carlson good on the extra points. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Cowboys nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL draft, it's Dak Prescott. They'll run here with Tajay Spears.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally you're recharged so you can go attack on the stretch of this season.
Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down. Spears running behind center. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Dak now from the gun. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
First down. Here's Dak. Couldn't find a completion on first down. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Spears trying this straight ahead. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. It could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the deficit stays at 7.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They give up the guts. It's Genty. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they've settled up here. 2nd and 1.
That run may not have gotten you first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. This is Genty on 2nd. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
Vegas first down. 1st and 10.
From the gun, Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Smith to the air now. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Incomplete. Donovan Wilson on the coverage.
Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
28-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try to miss the mark. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. They take the hands off. Now Prescott. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for C.D. Lamb.
Well, no look on his first look of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up.
For the Cowboys.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Time to the Raiders offense to hit the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Smith. Short pass brought in. He works this to the 38 before going down. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup.
Jency from the gun. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Back to the air. It's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. It's in or no. They dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. Does force a 4th down. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder.
For the Raider field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Steelers kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Escapes the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And come off 3 and out, Brock. They really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. First and 10. Here's Prescott. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays on the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Working out of the gun. It's Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
Go here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10. And go play fake here with Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
If you're going to go play action, Kate, you've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying getting that one to Brock Bowers. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders ready in for the punt. And they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets long. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. And that's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The scoreboard reads 13-0. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 2nd and 5. Now a give to Spears, coming left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to it. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dak to the air here. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And they bring him down around the 35. 24. Third down, 1 yard to go.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dallas.
Prescott here from the gun. Finds him over the middle. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Prescott to throw once more. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's going to get down safely. Picked up close to 6. Nice call on his part there, but it does leave them now with a third down.
That's good.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Here's Spears on the carry. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Spears. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Need hardly anything here. 2nd and inches.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying again with Spears. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. 3rd and goal. Running with Spears. And they stop him with just a 1-yard gain. That's going to make it 4th and short.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did there.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
They're going for 2 here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Chancey headed back out there. And the start to his NFL career has been everything that they could have hoped for. He's really adjusted to the league quickly, and as a result, one of the contenders to be named Offensive Rookie of the Year. On first down, here's Smith. That's taken in by Tucker. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. All set to go now from the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Shotgun give here to Jency. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
To the air on 3rd and long. That finds Bash, complete. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Vegas first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game telling you double cover him, but yet those two, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Smith yet again. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Smith taking off with it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Straight ahead with Genty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders hold an 11-point advantage. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders push the lead up to 12.
Cowboys 8.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cowboys sending their offense, and Tajay Spears out there. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Carried by Spears to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Running with Spears on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. 1st down, here's Dak. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the shotgun give to Spears. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
No gain on the play.
From the gun is Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contest.
Intended for
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Snap is off. It's Prescott. He finds it beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out. He's going to carry on.
1st down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Cowboy 1st down.
2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First and 10. Here's Prescott. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards on an out run block. Brings up third down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Prescott to throw here. 3rd and 2. Dumped off to his running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Cowboys hustling back to the line.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On first down, Spears. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock still running.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 8.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts.
First down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Dallas.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Dak now from the gun. Brought in. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a one-score game before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point
Back to throw now. And that play reaches the end zone. The 2-point conversion slings the lead down to 4. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Laube with the return.
The Raiders take over.
The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Smith. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's on the 1st. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down from the 42. Now Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 35-yard line.
Man in motion here. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Smith to the air now. Complete left side to Thomas. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
3rd and long for him here. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Takes this in at the 25. And his return's going to leave him enough time for 2, maybe even 3 plays before the half.
32-yard line.
Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Prescott here from the gun. Caught by his back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Dak to the air here. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take
Our
it away.
trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the Bengals in the AFC North. And this is Aaron Rodgers. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Steelers are the first team to 10 wins this year. They are 10-0 with this victory. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And here he goes. It's Saquon. He gets a seal here and a seal here, and off he goes. One more to show you. Let's go to Cleveland. It's the Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's Baltimore's all-time leading touchdown scorer, Mark Andrews. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Ravens continue to run through the NFL. They are now 9-1 with the victory here. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the 2nd half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fields this one at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. And a positive result on that effort. He's down to the enemy 40 before going out.
Well, their attempt to attack that deficit, it's begun in earnest, like with a capital E. What an immediate sense of urgency they created by that stellar return. This drive has begun must-score for this offense. I think we all felt that way. And they sure set the tone coming out of halftime with that kick return.
The Cowboys sending their offense and Tajay Spears out there. And he's been used as much as some of their top pass catchers this season. Look at this. He's sitting second right now among all NFL backs in receiving yards.
Yeah, here we go. I take forward.
First and 10, Prescott. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Downs first down.
And the Cowboys first down.
Here we go.
Spears running behind center. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Spears. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Brian Schottenheimer wants his guys to get 2 more here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott's going to throw for it. And he gets in for the score. The 2-point conversion successful. That doubles their lead to 4. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, I think until this defense stops them, that answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate, but it's really clear this defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence, the offense is owning them.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll give it to Jeanty. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me these 2 defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Smith. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Smith on 3rd and long. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. He can't hang on to the pass. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. Has it at the 37. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Cowboys sending their offense and Tajay Spears out there. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
At the 44-yard line.
Prescott will look to throw. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he's tackled for a short gain. Trying to work quickly now.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. This gets the first and more. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line.
17 yards.
That play good for 17 and a first down.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first is Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he can't finish it off in the end zone, but a great effort out of bounds all the way down at the 5.
It's a gain of 31
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And he's going to score a touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys now lead by 10. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
They're going for 2 here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead.
Cowboys 32. Raiders
Well, got a little history for y'all now. That is their 4th conversion this game. That ties the NFL record in a single contest. You're not supposed to be able to do this 4 times in a game against an NFL defense partner. How have they pulled it off?
Yeah, I hate to sound cliche here, but it's so true. When I'm watching this execution, Kate, it's everybody. It takes all 11. Heck, it takes the calls on the sideline, too. You don't make NFL history unless your team is all on the same page.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First call here coming from the shotgun. First play is going to be a give to Jeanty. Trucks a defender. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They've got first down here from the 36.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard
Smith
line.
setting the throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Gets this one to Myers. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
And the Raider first down.
Jeanty from the gun. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield on their own side. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the Second straight play block. They're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Not an enviable spot as they come up, 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
So that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Fielded at the 11. Gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. The Cowboys sending their offense, and Tajay Spears out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Williams. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for Dallas 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Prescott now off the play fake. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs. You know, Kate, the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
On 4th down, Prescott to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Turnover on downs.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Completes, it's Myers. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Now Smith taking off with it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's good for a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
In the red zone on 1st. It's a screen play to Genty. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Carlson now to add one more.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned. So they'll bring this out to the 35. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Offense working quickly. Dak now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And the Raiders get to it. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another run for Williams. And he cuts it back right. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys hold an 11-point advantage. Javonte Williams, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for
Back
the
to throw.
conversion.
And to the surprise of nobody, they are in for 2 yet again. That is not one, not two. That's 5 conversions in this game, Brock. And with that, they're the first NFL team to ever have that many in one game.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Hauled in by Myers. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Smith to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of 6. Brings up 3rd and 15.
Third and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, being back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. They toss to Williams, headed right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Everybody rushing back to the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Lamb's got it on the sideline. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
1st down, here's Dak. Has it down close. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
They're going for 2 here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point
Pass play now.
conversion.
And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
Cowboys 48. Raiders.
Well, we're now officially at the point where touchdowns might as well consider them 8 points in this contest, partner. Yet another 2-point conversion successful, and they've been borderline automatic.
Well, we've officially left the NFL record book behind. It used to stand at 4, accomplished by the greatest show on turf, those Rams in 2000. This is uncharted waters. Kate, I think you'd agree.
Yeah.
We're all here for this journey.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Smith. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's Raiders football, but really just count down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand.
Watch twist.
Shotgun give here to JT. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Smith. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete. Brings up
Throwing on 3rd, Smith.
And 10 yards to go.
It's complete. This is Bowers. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's
2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys.
Again, it's Smith to the air. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
DeMarvion overshown on the coverage.
Smith's going to throw again. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
He was defended by Deron Bland.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
That's another Las
Smith
Vegas
yet again.
first down.
He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game.
Raiders 34.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys sending their offense, and Tajay Spears out there. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
First down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for able to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Just short of midfield.
There he is on 3rd and short. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make a catch.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the Raiders' 37-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he stopped just shy of that 1st down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. That is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
Raiders.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Roundy with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. New set of downs for him from the 31. On first down, Genty. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40.
It's a gain of 30. And the Raider first down.
Here's a design run. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Myers, incomplete. DeMarvion over
To the gun. Here's Smith. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the first.
First and 10 at the
and again, it's Smith. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play, breaking the pocket.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's another Raiders first down.
In the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air. It's Smith. And a good business decision there as he covers up at the end of it. Give him around 7. And give this offense now 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Smith. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. That's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Desperation time here. That one connects. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, Carter, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Here's Genty. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
One after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders cut the lead down to 10. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. Oh, did the Raiders get to that one? They're saying yes, and the officials agree. Raider football. On 1st down, here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll take it past the midfield stripe and start pushing the Cowboys' territory.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Genty on 2nd. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
The 46-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Smith looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 28. Offense in a hurry-up here.
It's a gain of 18. And the Las Vegas
Dash going in motion left.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Smith in the pistol. Finds Genty underneath. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
On the option, it's Genty. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third. Shotgun snap to Smith. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And goes to the hurry up here.
6. And a Raider first down.
Giving this to Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Brought down
Working
right
quickly
at the
here.
line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Smith to the air now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Smith. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal. We tie this game in the 4th.
Cowboys 51, Raiders 48.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Cowboys sending their offense and Tajay Spears out there. They're headed down now defending not a 2-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think if it's a 2-score game, it's run, 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 take every second off and punt that ball. Not now. Now you've got to get to the plays that you trust and believe in the most.
He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That's caught by Williams. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
They look to throw it. Caught quickly on the slant. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And they'll take him down to the 43-yard line. That was a big 3-yard gain because of instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up second and
He's going to pass it here.
At the 46-yard
Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
yards to go.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Back to throw it. Hits his running back. Has room down the left sideline. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win.
Touchdown, Dallas.
So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4.
Cowboys 59, Raiders 48.
Ooh, they get the 2 out of it. Nicely done, but into double coverage there. Feels like they might have gotten away with one there, Brock.
You know what you call that, Kate? You call that a quarterback's best friend. These receivers all the time will tell the QB in the huddle, just give me a chance, bro. Just give me a chance. Just put it up there.
Yep.
And that quarterback did, and the receiver
Brandon
delivers.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Laube with the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the gun, Smith. It's Bowers with another catch. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he set out.
And a Raider first down.
Smith on first down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Back to the air. It's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
To throw. Smith lost it. But I believe a Raider covered that one, so they'll luckily hang on to possession. Clock working against them here as they hurry to that line.
Brings up 4th down.
Desperation time here. That ball's out. Smith lost it. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This is going to be a 46-yarder. His kick is good at the ends, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
The playoff race is taking shape. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 11. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's the veteran Aaron Rodgers. One of his 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Javonte Williams. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 54 yards for the score. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Chris Godwin. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. The Bucs get the victory here in a battle of 2 teams who could end up seeing each other again in February. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.